Hello everyone, welcome you all in our YouTube channel Vaishnavi Nalawde. I am working as a lecturer in Indira Institute of Pharmacy, Sadavli. In today's video lecture, we are going to learn our third part in the basics of phytochemistry chapter. Okay, so phytochemistry म्हणजे काय? Phytochemistry is the study of phytochemicals, which are chemicals derived from the plant. Then आपण फर्स्ट पार्टमध्ये फायटोकेमिस्ट्री रिलेटेड जी काही इन्फॉर्मेशन आहे ती बघितली. नेक्स्ट सेकंड पार्टमध्ये आपण बघितलं आहे मॅसरेशन, पर्कोलेशन, डायजेशन ह्या ज्या काही टेक्निक्स आहेत एक्स्ट्रॅक्शनच्या त्या आपण बघितलेल्या आहेत. सो इन टुडेज व्हिडिओ लेक्चर वी विल डिस्कस्ड अबाउट next one extraction techniques. In that, continuous hot extraction, it is Soxhlet extraction techniques. So in that Soxhlet extraction is the method is also known as continuous hot extraction technique. The powdered plant materials are packed in a thimble. You can see this image of Soxhlet apparatus. In that, thimble is placed in this apparatus. So the solvent is heated in the round bottom flask. The evaporated solvent is passed through the side tube of extractor or condensed in the condenser. Condenser कुठे आहे? At the top water condenser is used during the heating. The condensed hot solvent runs in a thimble then soaks the material and extracts the desired constituents from the plant materials. These are the process in Soxhlet apparatus. Then Soxhlet extraction is only required where the desired compound has a limited solubility in a solvent and the impurity is insoluble in that solvent. So the process is continuous till the extraction completed. So based on the color of the solvent in the side tube of the extractor indicate the completion of the extraction, and colorless or white side tube indicates the extraction completed. Okay, these are the process of the Soxhlet extraction apparatus. So advantage of this method in that instead of many portions of warm solvent being passed through the sample, just one batch of this solvent is recycled. It is continuous process, so interaction between solvent and drug is more, which leads effective extraction. Okay, so the apparatus for continuous hot extractions used on laboratory scale, you can see this figure, then consists of a flask, a Soxhlet extractor and a reflex condenser. So the raw material is placed in a thimble of filter paper inserted in the wide central tube of the extractor. The drug, after getting moisten with the menstruum, is packed into the extractor in a way that the extractor outlet present at the bottom is not blocked. The menstruum is placed in the flask and boiled at its boiling point. The resultant vapors rise up the larger right tube in the upper part of the drug and then enter the condenser, where it condenses and drops back onto the drug. And during percolation, the menstruum extracts the soluble constituents of the drug. When the extract reaches to the top level of siphon tube, the complete percolate siphons over into the flask. The suction effect of siphoning allows the menstruum to penetrate the drug. Thus, the menstruum is required in a limited amount for repeated percolation through the drug. This process is continued till the drug gets completely extracted and the final extract obtained in the flask is further processed. A simpler design for continuous hot extraction apparatus, which is also official in Indian Pharmacopoeia, as per the figure, apparatus for continuous hot extraction. Okay, so has an advantage that the hot vapors which rise up to the tube encircle the drug material being extracted. So thus these apparatus will use a slightly higher extraction temperature than the Soxhlet, in which a small fraction of heat from the material bed is lost in the surroundings. However, the condensed menstruum percolates through the drug and drops back into the flask without collecting until siphoning, as in the Soxhlet. Consequently, the maceration period of the drug with the hot menstruum is lost in this apparatus. In this process has the following limitations, in that it is not suitable for drugs having thermolabile active constituents. Example, in that enzymes, alkaloids, anthraquinone derivatives, esters, etc. Because of this extraction process requires a high temperature, and also the extract in the flask is maintained in hot condition during the entire process. So it is suitable only for pure solvents, constant boiling mixtures like alcohol, water or solvent mixture forming azeotrophs. If the menstruum is an ordinary binary mixture, the vapor composition and the liquid composition will be different. And fourth one, it is not used if the drug to be extracted is of such physical nature that it would block the Soxhlet apparatus. Example is opium, gum, resin, orange peel. So these are the following limitations used in the Soxhlet extraction techniques or continuous hot extractions technique. Then second one, that is supercritical fluid extractions method. These methods is mostly used in the laboratory. Okay, so supercritical fluid extractions, in that the process of supercritical fluid extraction involves separating one component, that is the extractant, from another, that is the matrix, using supercritical fluid, that is the extracting solvent. The extraction is generally from a solid matrix or from a liquid. So supercritical fluid extraction can be used as a sample preparation step for analytical purposes, or it can be used on a larger scale to strip unwanted materials from a product. Example of this, decaffeination or collect desirable product, that is the essential oils. So you can see this image, in that it is the supercritical fluid extractor. Okay, so in that the procedure of these apparatus, in that the system must contain a pump for the carbon dioxide, a pressure cell to contain the sample, a means of maintaining pressure in the system, and a collecting vessel. The liquid is pumped to a heating zone where it is heated to supercritical conditions. It then passes into the extraction vessel, where it rapidly diffuses into the solid matrix and dissolves the material to be extracted. The dissolved material is swept from the extraction cell into a separator at lower pressure, and the extracted material settles out. The carbon dioxide is then cooled, recompressed and recycled. Okay, these are the procedures in supercritical fluid extraction apparatus. Then supercritical fluid is a substance at temperature and pressure above its critical point. It can diffuse through solids like a gas and dissolves materials like a liquid. It can be suitably used as a substitute for organic solvents in various industrial and laboratory processes. The most commonly used supercritical fluids are carbon dioxide and water, which are used for decaffeination and power generation. respectively. However, modified co-solvents such as ethanol or methanol can also be used. Then carbon dioxide is used as an extraction solvent for botanicals. It does not leave behind any toxic residues, and its extraction properties can be manipulated by making suitable changes in pressure and temperature. In that, operating parameters of these supercritical fluid extraction methods, extraction temperature, extraction pressure, flow rate of liquid carbon dioxide, then extraction times, these are the parameters used, is most important in this extractor, supercritical fluid extractors. And ideal supercritical fluid has the following properties. In that, supercritical fluid having highly compressed gases which combine properties of gases and liquids in an intriguing manner. Then, so it can lead to reactions which are difficult to achieve using conventional solvents. It has a solvent power similar to light hydrocarbons for most of the solutes. However, the solubility of fluorinated compounds is more in supercritical fluid, supercritical carbon dioxide than in hydrocarbons, and this increased solubility is important for polymerization. It also increases solubility with increasing density, that is with increasing pressure. Rapid expansion of supercritical fluid leads to precipitation of a finely divided solid. This is a key feature of flow reactors. Since since it is miscible with permanent gases, example is nitrogen and hydrogen. This leads to much higher concentration of dissolved gases than can be achieved using conventional solvents. These are the properties of ideal supercritical fluid. Then procedure. So the mixture to be fractionated is passed in the extraction column having a heater along with its length. Then carbon dioxide is purged through the column. Once the extraction column is pressurized, the supercritical fluid moving along the column lengths saturates the drug material. The operating condition, that is the pressure and temperature, are selected. In the pressure controlled extraction, the solution is expanded in the separation stage to precipitate the extract, and the gas again compressed for a recycling. In the temperature controlled extraction, the solution is heated, which lowers the solvent density and precipitates the extract. The density is then increased by isobaric cooling for recycling. The working of supercritical fluid extraction system is controlled from a PC, which sets the operating conditions like pressure, temperature and flow rate. The PC is programmed to shut down the unit in case of overpressure or over temperature. You can see this diagrammatic representation of supercritical extraction unit. Okay, so these are the diagrammatic presentation of supercritical fluid extraction unit. In advantages of this method, these are the 10th advantage of this supercritical fluid extraction method. In that, determines the rate at which the extraction can be performed. Process completes within 20 to 60 minutes. Many steps have been eliminated from SFE, thus the accuracy and reproducibility of the extraction is increased. Then produce less waste solvents and also offers less exposure of laboratory personnel to toxic solvents. Then yields quantitative recovery of target analytes without loss or degradation during extraction. Then offers selective extraction by selecting the fluid polarity and density. So SFE avoids purification by adsorption chromatography and keeps the other active ingredients intact in the matrix. Then supercritical fluid have solute diffusivities in order of magnitude higher and solute viscosities in order of magnitude lower than liquid solvents, and these increase the extraction efficiency. The solvent strength of a supercritical fluid can be easily controlled while the solvent strength of a liquid is constant. The supercritical fluid are mostly gases at ambient conditions. These are the advantage of supercritical fluid extraction method. Then disadvantage of this method in that carbon dioxide, the most commonly used solvent in supercritical fluid extraction, cannot be used for extracting polar compounds due to its low polarity. Then presence of water in supercritical fluid extraction process may cause problems. In supercritical fluid extraction, the matrix effect is unpredictable. Then the process requires specialized expensive equipment. Okay, these are the disadvantages of the supercritical fluid extraction method. Then next one apparatus is countercurrent extraction. In countercurrent extraction, two disintegrators are used to pulverize the wet raw material to be extracted. A fine slurry is obtained which is moved in one direction within a cylindrical extractor. Here the slurry comes in contact with the extraction solvent. The further the slurry moves, the more concentrated the extract becomes. When the quantities of solvent and material and their flow rates are optimized, complete extraction is achieved. Lastly, an appropriately concentrated extract is received at one end of the extractor, while the mark, which is free of visible solvent, falls out from the other end. This entire process is highly efficient, is less time consuming, and possesses no risk from high temperature. The process of countercurrent extraction has the following advantages. A unit quantity of the plant material can be extracted using a small volume of solvent, and it is carried out at room temperature. Thus, the thermolabile constituents are not exposed to heat. The drug is pulverized under the wet conditions, so the heat generated during communication is neutralized with water. Thus, the thermolabile constituents are not exposed to heat. The countercurrent extraction procedure is more efficient and effective than the continuous hot extraction method. You can see this Krieg apparatus in that consists of a series of glass tubes that are designed and arranged such that the lighter liquid phase is transferred from one tube to the next tube. You can see the start-up cycle, then transferred liquid. Okay, so the lower heavier phase of the two-phase solvent, that is, for example is water and is the stationary phase, whereas the upper, that is lighter phase, example is hexane, is the mobile phase. This tube has provision for separation upper layer and transferring to next tube. Where heavier solvents is placed, fresh solvent is added to tube 1, that is end cycle, for previous tube and to next tube. So the countercurrent extraction is multiple liquid extraction, where the plant material are moved against the solvent and permits the separation of substance with a different distribution coefficients ratios. The main principle of this method is wet plant material pulverized using two disintegrators to produce fine slurry. In this method, the plant material are to be extracted is moved in one direction within a cylindrical extractor, where it comes in contact with the solvent. Then further the starting material moves, the extract become more concentrated when the quantities of solvent and materials and their flow rates are optimized. That indicates the reaction is completed. Finally, concentrated extract comes out at one end and the mark falls out from the other end of the extractor. In this extractor, the plant material is transported by a screw through a tube and mixed with the solvent, which is pumped in the opposite direction. This method is efficient and no risk from high temperature. And disadvantage of this method is time consuming method. Okay. Then next one apparatus is ultrasonic assisted extraction, UAE. Ultrasonic assisted extraction, also called as sonication. So this method is modified method of maceration, and this method is based on the use of ultrasound. The powdered plant material is placed in a vial, and then the vial is placed in an ultrasound bath. The mechanism behind this method is based on the induction of a mechanical stress on the cells through the production of cavitations in the sample through applied ultrasound and enhance fast cellular breakdown and solubilize the secondary metabolites in the solvent. You can see this image, ultrasound assisted extraction. ओके, अल्ट्रासाउंड कसा दिला असा तो ते तुम्ही बघू शकता. ओके, so mechanism of these action, ultrasonic assisted extraction, in that mechanical energy created by a high frequency vibration of ultrasound wave. Mechanical energy created by high frequency vibration of ultrasound wave. So formation of cavities in liquid, then expansion bubbles by energy absorption, then disruption of cells membrane due to collapse of bubbles, then easy penetration of solvent into cellular materials, then release of desired compounds into the solvents. So these are the main factors affecting yield: moisture content and particle size of the sample, then types of solvent, frequency and time of sonication. Okay, these are the factors affect the content after extraction. Then the ultrasonic assisted extraction process has the following advantages over conventional Soxhlet extraction, in that cavitation enhances the polarity of the extractants, analytes and matrix, thus increasing the extraction efficiency. Ultrasound assisted leaching allows the addition of co-extractant to enhance the polarity of liquid phase. Then third one, it also allows the leaching of thermolabile analytes, which generally gets altered during Soxhlet extraction. The operating time of ultrasonic assisted extraction is comparatively shorter with faster kinetics. The average time of ultrasonic extraction ranges from a few to 30 minutes. However, it can be as long as 70 minutes. The extraction conditions of UAE can be optimized with respect to time, polarity, amount of solvent and the amount of kind of sample. It is performed at room temperature, thus making it suitable for the extraction of thermolabile analytes. The need for separation of the extract from the sample after the extraction process is the only disadvantage of ultrasonic assisted extraction technique. Okay, these are all about ultrasonic assisted solvent extraction method, that is sonication method. Then infusion and decoction. So in that, these methods are now rarely used. So infusions were prepared for vegetable drugs with water soluble and easily extractable constituents, and decoction process was used for extracting vegetable drugs with water soluble and heat soluble constituents. In the infusion process, the drug was moistened with water, macerated with boiling water. The liquid was strained and desired volume was made. In this decoction process, the drug was boiled with water, cooled, expressed, the liquid was strained and desired volume was made. Concentrated Charaita infusion and compound Charaita infusion are the examples of infusion official in the Indian Pharmacopoeia 1996. So comparison between infusion and decoction, in that you can see this image, comparison between infusion and decoction. So first plant, that is soft structure, example is Senna leaves. Then plant in देन मेन्स्ट्रम कोणतं यूज केलं जातं इन्फ्युजनसाठी बॉइलिंग और कोल्ड वॉटर. देन प्रोसिजर फॉर दिस इन्फ्युजिंग द ड्रग विथ कोल्ड और हॉट वॉटर. देन टाइम फॉर दिस process in that calculated as soon as water is added to drug. Then adjustment of final volume, no adjustment of final volume. Then infusion or then where what apparatus is used for this infusion. Then storage used fresh within 12 hours. Then decoction in that hard woody test structure, example is cinchona bark, that is the hard woody structures is used in the decoction techniques. Then boiling water is used in the menstruum in decoction techniques. Then procedure for this boiled the drug with water. Then time calculated as soon as the water begins to boil. Then adjustment of final volume, in that adjustment is necessary. Then apparatus, any covered apparatus is used for this decoction. Then used fresh and when stored in refrigerator used within the few days. These are the storage condition. Okay, these are the comparison between infusion and decoction. And next time pressure cooker extraction. You can see this image of pressure cooker. Okay, so in this method the drug is initially macerated with the menstruum and then is held for 5 to 15 minutes in a pressure cooker at 15 lb per square inch pressure. The cooker is then cooled and the extract is removed by staining and pressing the mark. This method achieves complete drug extraction in comparatively less time. However, it cannot be used for drugs with thermolabile constituents. Okay, these are the autoclave machine, that is pressure cooker extractor used in the laboratory. Okay, then extraction by passage through a colloid mill. In this method, a drug suspension is prepared in the menstruum, macerated and then passed through a colloid mill running at 1500 rpm speed. For achieving efficient extraction, recirculation through the mill is required. On passing the drug particles through the colloid mill, direct dissolution of drug constituents is not enhanced. However, permeability of the cell walls when they are passed through narrow clearance of a colloid mill is increased. You can see this image of colloid mill, that is hopper, auto circular tube, then cooling water, pipe joint, then adapter plate, handle, discharge port, then 3-port valve, then lifting cover, electrometer, power port, base support. These are the colloid mill for extraction by passage through a colloid mill. Then use of surface active agent in drug extraction, in that by using surface active agent, example is PEG, that is 400 monoolate and 600 monolaureate polyethylene glycol. Then PEG म्हणजे polyethylene glycol, 400 dilaurate sorbitol laurate and polyoxyethylene sorbitol monolaureate. In small amounts, the extraction speed of ingredients of some drugs, example is cinchona, hyoscyamus and belladonna, is increased. In this method, the mixture of surfactant and menstruum is added to the powdered drug. The entire mixture is agitated in a mechanical shaker and the extract obtained is separated from the mark. Okay, these are the surface active agents used in the drug extraction. Then expression and dicollation. In this method, screw press for small scale proportion or operations and hydraulic press for large scale operations and applying pressures up to 30 tons are used. In this method, the menstruum is allowed to flow from the bottom of the drug charged cylinder under the influence of positive pressure of compressed air. Dicollation method is also used for the extraction of those drugs which offer resistance to the upward flow of menstruum under hydraulic pressure. These are the expression and dicollation process. Okay, so with this we are conclude the third part of this chapter. The remaining content will be discussed in next video. So thank you. Happy learning. Stay safe. Keep studying more, learning more and practicing more to understand the lessons completely. So please subscribe my channel, like and share more and more. So thank you.